Hello, you guys. This is Greg with Gamers with Coffee. It is time for another members little chat night. So, a few of you said you wanted to be in on that, and so let's see here. We can get some people who want to join and have a little bit of fun and chit chat. And pardon me while I go back and forth. I gotta check through three screens here. Here we go. Looks like. And I gotta see if it's showing up on YouTube there. So just a moment. All right, so we should be live now. If you want to join in, you can join in. And let's see if we can get a few people to show up here. Aha, it's showing up now. Okay, now we're on YouTube. That looks like it's going pretty good there. And hold on a second here. Hello, Dee. How are you? All right, I can send some in Messenger here and see. And you'll have to just try accepting it, Dee, if you want that. Let's see here. All right, Dee. I sent you one too, if you want. It's going to take a few minutes, I think, to get this set up here. So, I don't see us on the Gamers with Coffee page yet. And it should be there. Hello, Dave. How are you, sir? I'm just trying to get this set up and going. There were several people that said they wanted to jump in, so I don't know if they forgot or not, but that's okay. I'm sure we can figure something out. Dee, I sent you that link. It's in Messenger. All right, and then there's Ashley. If you can partially see, you're going to grab a chair.
Yeah. I can move the dog.
If you can move the dog,
Come on,
yeah.
Cooper. Move.
That's
on,
the
Bubba.
dog. I don't.
There it goes.
Where?
I just got the voice.
You just got the notification now? Okay.
Yep.
There we go. I see it on Facebook page.
I believe so.
How have you been doing this week, Dave? Having fun? You're wonderful. That's good. It actually hasn't been too bad a day. So, the problem is trying to check all these screens at once. So, is it showing up in the group? I don't see it in the group. I see it on YouTube. I see it on the page. I don't see it in the group though. Anyways, we had a few things. Huh?
It's not in the group.
That's weird. It should be going to the group. That's pretty much where I wanted it to go.
It's on the page, but not the group.
Not the group. Aha. Who is this? Working on forces. All right, so who's... It says guest. Let's see.
D.
Well, I'll pull into the stream. Hello, hello. It's all blurred there. Whoever, if is either
D or David.
D.
Or Dave.
Yeah, Dave, I could send you a link if you want to be on again. And so, D, are you trying to get on, or oops, whatever it was went away? Pardon me, guys. I gotta check on something here. It shows that it's just sending data. It's not connected. That's why. Well, for some reason, it's not going to group. I'll try shutting it off and turning it on again there. I don't know why it's not going through the group. It's got to be... Oh, well, live and learn. Have fun, I guess, and see how this works out. So I don't think it's going to go to the group. So could you post in the group to go to the page?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just... It keeps saying sending data, but it's not going through. Oh, no, that's cool. eBay stuff you got to do. You got to take care of that, man. That's all good. We're just trying to get this to where members of the group can hang out once a week, if they want, and just get to know other people, and you have more people to game with. I think some of them are not sure about us, keeping this on a steady schedule maybe, or not sure about what we're doing, but yeah. Oh, and I think we lost D there. So, okay. So what I wanted to do is talk about, was going to give something away there, Dave. And I put a little video. It's like 4 minutes, I think, or something to that effect, 5 on YouTube, our channel. And so I was going to get a group of people in there. Oh, D, you're trying to use Bluetooth. You're better off if you can just connect cables, because the wireless stuff, as great as it is on some things, it just doesn't work very well.
Let's see if I can share this to the group.
Yeah, well, you could try that from the page to the group and share it.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, look at that. The Xbox is coming out, and a lot of people are talking about that. So Xbox S Series, it's tiny. It's $300. I kind of figured they'd stick with the price point. But boy, that one's tiny. Everything's going all online or cloud or digital. And
Looks like that one.
okay, it's where your location is there, D. Some locations are not so
There it
good.
goes. I was able to share it.
Okay. So it should go to the group then. So, let's see here. Yeah, I was wanting to see it show up in the group. Well, as we do these more and more and get used to it, it'll be a little easier to do. Right now, getting it set up and going and then trying to monitor it's a little bit difficult to do too. You know, I wanted to give away. I'll show you here. Oops. No, don't open it. Don't open it. So this was the box that gaming mat come in. I don't know if you can see that, Dave, but comes in a triangle. So I got some extra dice I was going to throw in with it too. But let me show you what this gaming mat looks like here. I put those in, so it's okay. So it's pretty big. It's 2 feet by 13 inches. It's a dragon with another dragon.
It's a father and son.
Yeah. Well, the knights are not doing so good. So the back, it's all mouse pad, and it's pretty thick. So I was going to give that away if there were some people showing up, and then this brass token comes with it. It's pretty thick, and it's double-sided. That, incidentally, goes in the box. So the box has slots, but it's for hit points. So when you're playing your games, you know, you can just put this in as you take damage. So it's kind of cool. Ashley has one. She turned it into her, like, for her paint tray station type work area. So, and then the dice, well, they're pretty nice dice actually, but I don't need this many dice. So I was going to give those away too and see if somebody wanted to use them to game, because the whole point is get people into gaming. I mean, whatever they would like to try. There's games, tons of them out there. And so let's see here. So that's what I was going to do tonight, that and see if anybody wanted to talk more different games. However, it looks like it's just a couple of us.
There's 5.
Yeah.
Watching.
Does anybody else want to join? I can send you a link if you'd like. Just put something in the chat there. All right, wait a minute. I think I can. Hold on a second here. So I'm putting it in a group. You can just click that link if you want to join. So, and let me go over to the group and do the same thing. Where am I in the group comments there? Okay, so now the links in both the group and the page. So anybody listening, if you want to click those links, anybody in our group, if you're up and about or you want to, you can click the link and it will let you join live. All right, onward then. If you want to join, click on that. We've been putting together our Indomitus, well, the Marines and stuff. I've been trying to get those together. And so some of the figures that Ashley painted, I was going to show off. Whoops, if I can get the right angle. I should have done some detailed work on it there. There's several pieces. It's kind of a big set. I didn't realize it was as big as it was until we started working on it. And was that just notifications in general?
Notifications.
Okay. And so, anyways, we were getting the Indominus box together. Yeah, the size of the mat was 24 inches
24 by 13.
by 13 inches. It's a pretty decent sized gaming pad. So you can do whatever. It's designed to do like RPG stuff or play cards, or I mean, you can use it as a mouse pad.
That's what I basically do.
You can use it for anything you want. It's pretty nice. But it's a nice thick pad. So I don't know. We were going to have a few people on. I don't think they're able to make it. Clint was going to get on. It looks like he's not making it. And so I'll get past you there. I wanted to get my box out.
Which one?
This one down here. So Dave, if you're still there, this was done in trade. Woohoo! I haven't had a chance to play too much of Flames for War, but I got this whole starter set. It's pretty big box, really. And I got that in trade for the Necrons from my Indominus box, because I don't play the Necron forces, but it's pretty big. So I thought, okay, somebody offered me that, and that box there is pretty expensive. You're showing me your stuff. So Ashley here has some stuff she earned for painting. So she's gotten good enough at painting that people are trading her off box sets of stuff for her doing painting. So this is a pretty nice set she got just for doing like commission work, but instead of money, just in exchange for that. And yeah, that is kind of awesome there. Because that box, it runs about $110. So the person that wanted the Necrons, I'm like, this is half of the Indominus box, which is expensive, and I had to save a long time for. So yeah, I got half my money back. I got more than half my money back in a brand new box set for the Flames of War. So I think I did pretty good on that, really. I mean, I could have put them up for sale, and then I would have had to, pack and ship them and risk them breaking. And this way, it was just a straight across deal. And I think I made out okay on that. Ashley's doing good.
Thanks, Dave.
On her painting, yeah. So now she's getting paid with models, which here, grab, just because we're talking about the painting, get some of the Skyrim stuff you were painting, or just a couple things. Where is that? I don't know, Dave, if you know about Elder Scrolls, The Call to Arms. So they took Skyrim and they brought it over to the tabletop with miniatures.
Those are the little ones.
Yeah, but where's those walls at?
Can I get them out?
Oh, okay.
Those are those little pieces. That came
Yeah. So in the game, you'd have treasure chests and such. So instead, they come, everything comes looking gray when you buy it. So she's got little boxes with stonework. So you find these on the map, you can open them. You don't know what you're going to get, different cards, and so on. These are cool, but
puzzle door.
So here's a puzzle door she painted. Now this was, bear in mind, is gray. So, let me get a better angle on that. So she's got the kind of mossy look on the stone. This is one terrain piece out of that set, man. There's the back of the door.
One's underground, according to the boys.
And so this is one wall. You can see how thick this is. You have to order it straight from Modifius in the UK, but my son got those. And then here's some other pieces. So if you like Elder Scrolls: A Call to Arms, then yeah. Now here's
The arch.
Here's an arch. It's huge. It puts together, but as you can see, it is pretty big arch. So what she's got is it look like beat up stone with a little bit of snow on it, because where it's at in the game has a little snow. But these are impressive terrain pieces, man.
Here's
These are
another
not.
piece of the arch.
Okay, I'm sorry. I can't hear over the headset. Oh, this is, yeah. That's just a piece on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Where's one of the other walls? So, terrain box. Some of the other walls are, I mean, look at this. Look at this. This stuff is huge. And it's 28 millimeters, so it's all, Warhammer size and such. Here's some other ones. Anyways, you can make these dungeons out. They got corners that are painted. So you can go in all different directions. You can go in all different directions with the game.
There's two of the Imperials and the Scott.
And then some of the miniatures she's
troops?
working on.
Storm something?
Storm cloaks. So what my son did is he bought the core rule set, which A Call to Arms is about $45 or so, but it's just the core rules. And the cards, really, really cool stuff, but no figures. And then, do you have one of those little boxes? Right there, that you can hand me that box.
That's the
core
thing.
set.
Here's the people.
So this is the core set. It come in a box like this. So they took everything from Skyrim and brought it down to the tabletop, including the factions. So he bought all of it that came out, and every month they're releasing new things. So now it's at the point where she's, Matt, Skyrim miniatures. Hi, Mr. Stanley, didn't see you join there. But there's a lot of Skyrim miniatures.
Yeah.
If you look on our YouTube channel, which we'd appreciate because we could use more views anyways, there is a video that we did unboxing that when he got it. So you can see what's in it. I mean, because there's just a lot to it.
That's the
Whoa,
other one.
these are just like spikes she's doing. So you have to play. You'd have to play it. So if you like Skyrim or Elder Scrolls and you played it on the video game, you can take it straight to the table, and you're not gonna. Matter of fact, you'll be ahead of people who have never played the video game. So, well, hello, you guys. Modeling for Advantage.
I don't see typing.
Why is it not typing? Oh, it's over here on the other screen. We're going to have to do something where it's early enough that we could talk to you guys, because you guys got some really good videos. Oh, and Modeling for Advantage. Hold on for a second. If you're still there. I mean, that's what I traded for. We have to show you this, because you guys would appreciate it.
This light sucks.
So, yeah. So, Modeling for Advantage. Are you using brushes? Oh, no, it's all brushes, Dave. There's no airbrushing.
Nope, I don't airbrush.
She doesn't airbrush. It's all straight up brushed.
And all those figurines were all custom colors. I didn't go and buy one certain color.
Yeah.
We can do another video of me just chatting about what kind of stuff I use.
I bought you the bag of bottles so you can do custom colors too.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I can paint, but she's just better at it. Okay, so, Dave, you seen this? Yeah, this is her. bunch of little bottles for mixing her paints. So modeling for advantage. This is what, the Necrons in the Indominus box, if you weren't here when I mentioned that. Since I don't play the Necrons, one of the people I know is like, oh, you want to trade? I said, well, it'd have to be worth something. So we traded for this. Still, brand new in the box. So that's what I got for the Necrons. And I didn't have to package them up and ship them out or anything. So I think that was a good deal. And Ashley she got the Russian starter set for her commission work. So now my wife's painting, but not for money. She's doing it for other models. So she got that whole. So we'll have to get a hold of you guys to learn more about Flames of War, because I know very little. But I guess I'm going to have to learn a lot now. Yeah, I thought it was a good trade. So Dave wants to know if you can see, do you got a preferred paint brand or some of everything?
I have a little bit of everything, but predominantly I like the Citadel paints. They're a little bit smoother. But it just depends on what kind of figures, the type of plastic it's made out of, if Citadel holds on it.
Well, Citadel is good, but it'll dry fast on you.
The Skyrim, the Citadel does not like to stain on it whatsoever.
So what did you use? Army Painter?
Army Painter and that bone set you bought me.
Oh, the Bones paints, yeah. So she uses what works with things. Our Warhammer stuff, the Citadel stuff, it works real good on it. So, good God, she's got a ton of paint. So,
I made him go and buy me a Citadel box that holds all my paints.
No, she modeling for advantage, yes. Games Workshop paint is good. The pots, the idea I think is cool, but I've accidentally dumped over a bottle of the blue shade for the Space Marines, which, by the way, I like that shaded paint already.
I don't.
I do, but I accidentally knocked it over. Well, you've got a ton more paints than that, so. Yeah. So Dave commented too for you.
It just depends on what whatever sticks to the figurines.
Yeah, the dropper bottles, they work good too. I guess what we do is she does most of the painting, so she does more. I'm just your basic. I can do pretty decent stuff, but it's tabletop, It's not. She's better. But I don't use Games Workshop paints on everything. They work great on those. Now, like on tanks, and the Gale Force 9 stuff, the Team Yankee stuff, I use the actual Team Yankee sets. Like I have the West German, so I have the West German paints. I also have the Colors of War book, which helped a lot. And then I looked at the tanks and directly at the website and I hand painted one looking at it. And then I set it down and duplicated it on all the others. My tanks came out really nice. But it just depends on what you need. Yes, the shade bottles always get tipped. I accidentally tipped one. It's my fault. I was cheating because I was trying to do it while I was at work in between calls. And what?
They can see I've actually painted on it.
Oh, that's yours.
This one's mine.
That's not the one we're giving away. No. Hers is different. But that's what she uses the paint with.
It saves my desk.
Yeah. Yes. You are right about that. The one thing I noticed with Citadel paints is they dry right around the edge real fast. So I got to keep closing the lid and shaking it, wetting the brush. The upside is if you've got a lot of things to paint and you need them dried in a short amount of time, then that works too. And the Color of War guide, yep, is absolutely, that book helped me. I don't know, do you have that book around so I can show?
Which one?
Your Colors of War book? It would be probably.
I believe it's in your bag.
No, I don't have the painting guide, I don't think.
I believe it is. It's either in yours or mine.
No, I don't think so. No, the big book is gone.
Then it's in mine. Hold on.
But that guide is awesome because if you want to look at the paints, it really makes a difference.
Colors of War.
Stowage, yes, with tanks need stowage. But I mean, once you start in, it's this book here. I don't know if you've seen this.
Hi,
Dave,
Tommy.
but it's extremely well done and illustrated. It even tells you, lips colors to paint. It's an awesome book that even works good on the newer ones because if you get the base painting set from Battlefront, then it's good stuff.
Wait, they made one with Vallejos?
Oh,
you're buying me a new book.
Hey, Tommy. So a new one, huh? Okay. Let's see here. So a new book. When did that come out? Oh, you have a copy, Dave? I didn't know that because I know people were telling us that you could cross-reference and look at the number, to do it over, but I didn't know when.
Yeah, Greg has the leopard book too.
Yeah, the leopard book. Well, see, this is where they get you on any of it. So, what? I thought the books are extremely helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I did those figures for Keegan, his 6mm. That's what I used was his American book.
Well, what I found works too, other than just the Games Workshop. Well, yeah, Mr. Moffat, you can paint them how you want. So I guess what it is the more you paint them, the more involved you get, the more you want to do it. It's kind of feeds itself. And then once it's fed and it's full, it starts stealing from your wallet and attacking your bank account. And then you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. They may have added Team Yankee paint schemes to it.
Huh.
I'll have to check it out. I'll have to ask the guy at our local hobby store about it. What? I'd have to see because I'd be interested in.
Yeah, I would, especially for my tanks. Because that green for the German or Russians are hard to find.
Well, my problem is I think that shaded paint is awesome. And on the Space Marines, I don't know about the rest because I'm not playing other factions. It absolutely does an amazing job painting it. Unless you have to recoat them, then it darkens the crud out of them. But
that's I think one.
It's like $8-9 for this little bottle, and you tip it, and it's like water. It runs out, and you have to be careful painting with it. I found for me because your brush will soak a lot of it, and then it likes to release a lot too.
See, that's why I don't think I like it. It's too much in certain places. And if you have to refix something,
it's thin, like an airbrush paint, I guess.
So the updated one has Team Yankee and Flames.
Oh,
you're buying me a new book.
Oh, okay. We'll have to find it then. Thanks, Dave. Now I'm out more money. But why else am I working except to feed the hobby habit? Oh, Castilian green? Oh.
I don't have that green.
No, we did for when you bought me that little box of the Cadians. I think that's the color you got. Yeah, for the Russians, I'm betting you're right on that one. That should work. That should absolutely work.
No, I don't have that green.
But I thought that's what. Then she plays the Death Guard. My God, it's not enough to just, be
Destroy you?
overkill. It's overkill times two. And hers are almost all painted. Now she wants the bigger weapons to paint, like whatever their bloat drones and that. You got
I
a
have
couple
a
of,
bloat drone.
but you've
I
got
need
greens
a
for
couple
them
more.
because they're like all
World.
pussy.
Oh, I do
green.
have it right here.
Yeah, listen,
I guess I do. It's the darker one, which I need to get more of.
she does. Castilian green. This would work for Russian tanks, yeah. I'll bet you paint a spot and let it dry.
I don't know how well the Citadel will sit on that, though.
Oh, it should be okay.
It's
Just
metal.
just primer it. Oh, yours are
I have the
resin?
metal ones, the resin.
So I don't know about you guys, but I found with when I got this Indominus set and you got all these Marines, I bought a can of Krylon spray gray primer. The reason gray is I've just noticed when I do Space Marines, if I primer them with that color gray, it really brings the paint out. And
the
it
one I know
adheres.
covers on metal because I've used it. That's the airbrush one.
This is one, she doesn't airbrush anything, but the guy at the hobby store had her try this for the Russian tanks. And it's really liquidy, so
Yeah, it works. It covers real well,
it's
especially on the metal.
Russian green. Yeah. Oh, it's the same green for the flak jackets? Okay. See, I haven't spread out too much in that, and then now that I just made that trade with that Flames of War box, I gotta finish my Indominus stuff. So, and then, but he says it works on Acadian flak jackets too.
No, you're not taking my green.
Why not? You're not using it?
Oh!
Fight. Get into a fight over paint, then you have a
My
problem,
paint.
huh? Your Honor, they're getting divorced over models. They don't care about the house, the car, whatever.
Yes, I do use it
who
without the airbrush. I just use a regular paintbrush.
Yes.
It's way thinner, yeah. It's almost like that new blue you have, Ben, for your Space Marines.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that it is thin,
Mm-hmm.
but it goes on. It works really well for the Space Marines. I like it. I just don't like tipping over a $9 bottle of paint and losing it.
I do that with the Noil oil.
The Nolan oil?
Yeah, I did that and spilled half the bottle. I was mad at myself.
You don't use much of it at a time, right?
No, I think I did all mine and used maybe a quarter size.
Where is our can?
Of primer.
The Krylon, yeah, if I can show him.
Here's your Team Yankee one.
I have heard of Halfords, by the way. So this here is made by Rust-Oleum, and it's a flat gray primer and bonds the plastic. This stuff works excellent. It really makes the detail come out. Like, I was afraid maybe if I primered over them, it would hide some, but here's...
These guys are primed.
Yeah, here's one model. It's not painted yet. And oops.
Yeah, I have enough problems painting what I need.
Well, we gotta take this one apart. Anyways, the detail, even the smallest of details, showed up just fine. I mean, it showed up fine. And so look, they got primered, and then she's did the paint over this. See, I wish I had a more of a high def camera, but I mean, the figures worked out good. Russian tanks is what she was trying to do, Dave.
What am I working on right now? Oh, I'm working on your lieutenant right now.
So she's got the fancier models in there done. I've got the Space Marines done, but they're just not going to look as good after I put
Jesse,
those up.
come on. Come on, move. Good girl. That's your lieutenant.
Apparently, that's my lieutenant in pieces.
Go.
Because she tacks them onto the tips of broken brushes. So there's a thing. When the brushes are no good, you can snip them off and use them to put your parts on. And, of course, you can turn it real easy to get to them. Because that's my...
That's the lieutenant.
The one thing I want to do is learn to paint the power swords. That would be pretty cool.
There's the Necron piece for it. That's already painted.
Yeah, it's too small. The camera's not going to focus on that. The World War... that's a good idea, to put those pots somewhere where they don't fall over. Mine was just on the desk. And the job I have requires me to wear a headset and
Maybe
take calls.
Maybe taking one of those Citadel ones might work and set it up on the desk so that way it doesn't tip.
Yeah. And Mr. Moffat used, yep. Yeah, Krylon's good paint. Yep, Krylon's good paint. I simply just got the Rust-Oleum because it was there and it coats. It's a fine spray. So it just, like I said, you don't lose any detail. Sometimes with spray paint, you might. But I just found that once I primer it like that, it just really, really comes through. That is true. So Dave makes a good point.
Yeah.
They pretty much had to use what they could.
I believe I have actually some that are finished. Oh.
You're not a madman, Mr. Moffat, if you're using a wet palette. You're okay. We're not that fancy yet. But wet palettes, a lot of people swear by. No, I have not done too much World War II German, the tanks. I actually did a really good job. What are you showing me?
That's the Russian Storm.
And what green? So
that has 4 different greens on it.
So, what was I going to say? On the World War II Germans, modeling for Advantage, no. I'm not. I tried. A friend of mine gave us some Gale Force 9 tanks, and we kind of got into it from there. Then we bought more. Kind of early on, we didn't know what we were doing, and since then, we've just kind of
gone ballistic.
Expanded. But so I don't know if you can see this green case of hers. Now she's professional. She has
everything.
Yeah, your.
That's tanks.
Stuff. What's up here?
Tanks.
So she uses these trays, Dave, the foam trays. Oh, tip it too much.
This is Yankee.
But it keeps the...
These are Yankee.
Dog.
Those are Yankee. I had to finish those guys.
These troops, she's just now starting, so... The problem is, that storm we had, too, really disrupted...
Okay, hold up.
Disrupted a lot of what we had to do. It's created a lot of work. And so... trying to do something after work when you've got to repair your humble little home, that takes a while too. Yeah, Mr. Moffat, those foam trays we got from Miniature Market. They sell bags there, and so the trays work very well for pluck foam trays, and for the tanks it fits really nice. Like here, I'll show you. Mine is more of a...
Tiny.
It's more of a compact bag. It's not very expensive. It was like $30. And I've got my stuff in here.
You're talking about the bloat, right?
The bloat drone. Yeah. Well, we're kind of all over now. Oh yeah, you're right. That those models go dark. I noticed. So, my very first attempt was with the German company, and
There's the bloat.
it turned out okay. Her bloat drones, though, for the Death Guard, she kind of added some colors to that.
Yeah, I don't follow the same scheme on these guys that I would for like Greg's or anyone else's.
But where's the one with?
The slime that I added?
Yeah, it's
That one.
So on this one, she added like hot glue and then painted it like
It's
it's
oozing.
just oozing out of the
I think that's
cannon.
actually supposed to be a lava gun.
But that's her take on the Death Guard on some of it. So here, you're kind of bouncing. I know you're excited, but
That's the Lord.
well, these are mostly Citadel paint she used, though, right?
That's all Citadel.
So she's got it all done in Citadel. This camera is not going to do it justice here. You like those beasties, huh? Yeah. Yeah, you can't beat that for the price either there, Dave. It's a pretty good deal. Once you get things done and you're trying to protect your stuff, then it's like, for a while we just had them in, no joke, $1 at the 99-cent store. You can get the totes with the lid.
The shoe totes.
Kind of look like that, but they're just storage totes. And you put them in there and we'd have little foam pieces in between. That worked pretty well for the beginning. And recently, just earlier this year, we kind of upgraded to the foam trays because my set has my Team Yankee stuff, including, because I have the West Germans, including the PA helicopters, and whatever I've got in there, and then still one row of tanks, modern age, so with the stuff to play it. So that way, if I go somewhere, I can play Team Yankee or I can play tanks out of the same bag and have what I need to do. So I thought, yeah, it would be worth it. And sometimes, yeah, washing models is too much. I mean, I've learned one thing. Back brushing is really cool if it's not overkill. And then the same thing with, adding like the Nolan oil or something to darken it up. I noticed some things it works great on and others it's almost too much, too dark. But so you can see we got kind of bitten by the bug, and then we drug Tommy into it. I don't know if Tommy's still here, but he's in another state, and I told him, you got to try this Team Yankee stuff. So now he's liking it. And Moffat, I'm glad you're here. What do you prefer to game? What's your main game there? Ours are pretty much anything we like to play. But it's all good.
Here's
But,
Jaden's tanks.
oh, those are awful bright.
Whoa, she's 9.
I want to show you something, though. So, got a 9-year-old granddaughter that plays. So, this is her Stug. Now, see how it's painted? She came up with this. So I asked her, I said, Jaden, why are you painting your tank blue like that? And she goes, because look, if a plane flies over, it looks like they're looking out the window to the sky. They can't see it's a tank. And I thought, oh, that's pretty good. Looking down, it would look just, that was her idea of camouflage. So then she made sure she wrote on the back that it's her tank. Which, by the way, modeling for Advantage.
Yep, Tommy just jumped in.
Okay. Oh, there's Tommy. He's trying to get on. Hold on. Yeah, for 9, and guess what? She likes the wargaming stuff. She likes she plays Wings of Glory, the World War One version. She likes that. She likes tanks, and now she's gotten. Guess what she had to buy? She wanted to play Warhammer, but she wanted to be Blood Angels. So, yeah, I thought it was pretty clever that she did that.
There's her Blood Angel that she picked the colors for.
Okay, hold on a second. And there's her Blood Angel that she's working on. Of course, it's pink, but she's working on that herself. So far, so good. Now, hold on a second, Tommy. I won't be able to hear you without this. Okay. Now I can hear you if you say something. Tommy, sir. Okay. Yeah. We're all over the place too, Mr. Moffat. And the kids getting into it, I think is cool for, they're all face down on the phone, and I'm not against playing on the phone, but a little bit of imagination, I think, goes a long way, Oh, your 6-year-old paints with me. Now, see, that's cool. Father-daughter stuff. That's pretty cool. So that's part of the fun thing with gaming too, is it makes memories. It's supposed to be fun.
No, modeling for Advantage. She wanted something similar to Grandpa's. So those were the only ones I could think of the name for that were similar to the Space Marines.
Oh, I failed her. No, I didn't fail her.
She picked, actually, those are all captains.
She picked out, so I go to get lunch and I look at the phone. I'm like, I wonder, do I have money to get lunch today? And I'm like, what is this $44 charge from the hobby shop? And then, of course, the next thing is, why is my wife at the hobby shop without me? So when I get home, I'm like, Ashley, did you go to the hobby shop? And she's all, Marines. Yeah. And I said, what did you spend $44 and some odd change on? Oh, she goes, that was on your granddaughter. She wanted these. And I'm like, that's a box of captains. I'm like, okay. I mean, what am I going to do at that point? There goes how many hours work. But the kid plays. So, she likes it. Oh, you played Operation Last Train? Yeah, we got one of the cardboard cutout ones. I mean, I don't care if they've discontinued tanks. We're still going to play. It doesn't matter to us. And then there's World of Tanks coming out, which I'll have to see. And I don't know, Modeling for Advantage, if I should show her Space Wolves. I kind of don't want to be decimated on the board. You're going to
get decimated, so what's going to be any different?
I'm not an expert on Warhammer, but the new things are pretty tough. So, but wargaming is it's fun, It's just more expensive when your spouse is in it. That's all.
I'll admit that.
Tommy's laughing. He knows. He's seen me cry before. What's wrong, Greg? I can't pay rent. Why?
Soviets. All those Soviets.
Yeah, she has a lot of Soviets.
Yes.
You play Rangers of Shadow Deep and other games? Yeah, the cooperative games. It's like Warhammer. I avoided it for many years because everybody I knew they were into 4 and 5 hour battles. I didn't have time. And then they brought Kill Team out, which condensed everything into, here's Warhammer in a 30-minute, 40-minute game or less. So that kind of got me back into it. And the World of Tanks is repackaged with new points. Yeah, I don't know too much about it yet. I just know that we're probably going to buy it. Pretty sure. Although there's a lot of people, you guys, on in the groups on the forums and stuff. They're not happy that Tanks was dropped. A lot of people had a lot of money invested in some amazing tables. Some of those tables I showed you, Tommy, what these guys did are just fantastic, amazing things they've done. So,
I mean, there's still some little bits and pieces of Tanks around. I've seen somebody on the Team Yankee Facebook page picked up 3 different individual Tanks, plus the new starter set, a couple of the new starter sets.
pretty cheap or kind of reasonable?
I guess it's kind of reasonable for what you're getting.
Well, I mean, I try to support the hobby stores sometimes, although I have to be honest because I do have to watch my money. Well, it seems like we have a lot. You're looking at several years of buying little things here and there. So unless I take Ashley into the store, then there's the electric bill or a whole bunch of new Citadel paints. I'm like, I don't really need electricity. So henceforth, Tommy, on the Instagram when we had no power, we had no power. So I put all those Necrons she built together with one of those little tea candles, and I made a post. I said Necrons by candlelight. I got a bunch of likes. So you don't have to have power. It's just a luxury that I enjoy. Well, as soon as you get that in, Molly, for Advantage, I mean, we watch a lot of your videos, so we will definitely be watching it because I don't have that one on pre-order, but I have an idea it should be pretty good. I hope it's pretty good. The problem is there's so many games out there now that are good. And it's interesting to see, like I said before, Tommy, all the video games like Fallout, you got the Call to Arms, and you've got all this, you're starting to transition over to the tabletop world because miniature gaming's really taken off in the last few years,
Yeah, I mean, especially now with all the quarantine thing that happened.
Yeah.
A lot of people got nothing better to do.
Well, and certain games look at like Fallout for the tabletop because it's built-in AI. You can actually play against yourself, which is a good way to learn strategy. Or if you have no one to game with, you can still game against yourself, and you can't cheat. So it's not something you can cheat at, But all right, well, it's nice chatting with you too, Modeling for Advantage. You have a good night. I know it's late there. I got to get on sometime when you guys are awake. I'm sorry, Mr. Moffat. We're not trying to distract you. You're more than welcome to come in and let us know. Put a link out there for your channel or whatever. I'll go subscribe to it and watch your videos. We can all help each other out. But we don't mean to be a distraction. We just want to get together with other people out there that do modeling. Yeah, sleep well. Yeah, no. I've got a lot of things on my mind, sir. And part of it's this modeling addiction. So I'll probably stay up since I don't have to work tomorrow for a bit. But you guys, if you got to get some rest, go ahead and get some rest. And thanks for showing up. We appreciate it. And if you ever want the link, you can get on live if you'd like. Oh, that's right. Annex, I'm already subscribed to you, Mr. Annex Tabletop Gaming. I was like, where do I recognize the name from? And yep. But if you'd ever like to come on live, you can too. Any of you guys can. Yep. I'll just send you the link. But have a good night and finish what you got to do there, sir. And David, are you still there, or did we distract you too from your eBay stuff? So how's your day going then, Tommy?
Pretty good. I went and painted one of my Gundam models just for fun.
Good to see you too, David. Good to Take care. Good to see you guys.
Oh, yeah. Good night. Mr. Moffat, you have a good night, sir. Thank you.
So did you have to paint that, Tommy? Or did it come that way?
It came that way, but some like the accent parts, like the actuators and vents and stuff like that, I ended up putting ordnance shade all over it, and it looks like it got caught in a firestorm. So turned out pretty cool. Painted some of the hoses and actuators like silver and red. I painted its stand that it's on.
Okay.
So it's not bad.
You're the one.
Other one's
You
coming.
posted that one, didn't you, Tommy? I didn't mean to interrupt. You post the one that was it the Gundam Space Marine picture? Yeah. Okay. Because
from New Type Studios or something like that. It was pretty neat. They
Yeah,
got a
they
whole
have
bunch
cool.
of different setups.
What's CAV?
Oh, Dave. Ashley wants to know, can you type out what CAV stands for? Because now she's already interested. You're going to cost me more money, sir. So spell it correctly so that she knows what to buy. I mean, what to look at. No buying. To look at.
Where's my phone?
Where's the phone now? Yeah, I don't remember exactly what it stands for, but I mean, he's not going to have to work too hard to convert us, I don't think. This is kind of cool, just hanging out with everybody. This is kind of nice. And Tommy, you converted one of your friends, you were saying. How's that person's addiction coming? I mean, how's that person's gaming coming?
So I ended up completing one tank for him, or he completed it. I painted it, and I keep bugging him about it. And I'm like, "Dude, did you finish the rest of your tank so we can paint them?" Oh no, I didn't get it yet. But he's going to use Israelis, but I can't find a list of formations that he can, start getting other tanks to compile to. I got to get 3 more Leopard 1s to complete that unit.
You still have, I thought, wait, didn't you buy a box? Oh, there were Leopard 2s, right?
Yeah, I got a box of Leopard
Okay.
2s, box of Martyrs, Panzer Grenadiers, Fliegerfaust, and I bought a NATO set that came with 2 PAWs and 3 Leopard 1s, but one of the Leopard 1s I ended up screwing up.
The good thing is, if you mess up with paint, you just redo it. Uh-oh. What
No,
is that?
I messed up like the turret itself, so I made it an objective.
Oh,
So it's just
that's interesting. You just turned it into an objective in the game?
yeah.
Okay.
So I went to put in
Oh, Reaper miniatures make this game. You got a problem.
Oh, no. Do you hear the laugh, Tommy?
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not good. That. And then you hear that crying. That's my wallet. It's crying. It's muffled. It's in my pocket, but it's... So, Mr. Dave, thank you, because she likes Reaper stuff. So, that I didn't know they made it.
You're the one that started me on the Reapers.
No,
Blame that
I
on
bought
yourself.
you the miniatures to
You-
paint
You started that one.
and bought you a
You
paint
screwed
set.
yourself on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I created a monster that now paints for more models. Because who needs money, right?
But it's like a Gundam.
Oh, Tommy's going to like this.
I've
That's what I'm
got 3
assuming,
more
that's
on
what
order.
it is.
So you're
I
into
got
this
1, 2, yeah, I got 3 more on order.
Combat Assault Vehicle by Reaper Miniatures. Tommy.
Oh, neat. That's like
Yeah.
He's got more on order.
it's like Command and Conquer.
Is it? Well, see, I love Command and Conquer games. I love playing those video games. I liked it. So if you could do it on a tabletop, that'd be cool.
Shopping.
Just a second there, Tommy. So, Dave, I'm pretty sure Clint will be selling his house to get into that game. The good thing is, though, Tommy, it's not his house. So if he sells it, he just has to take the money and run.
I thought
It's
about
not
getting into
Walmart sells them.
Walmart.
Crap.
I thought about getting into that Star Wars one. But,
Legion?
yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to do that too because I like Star Wars, but I don't know. I'd have to get other people to game with.
Which one? There's a couple different Star Wars.
Was it
You have a deal.
the miniature figures? It's not the Starfighter one. You get the ATSTs and the little miniatures.
Is it like armor battles or more or less,
I don't
or
see
is
a
it
core
grunts?
box.
It's more or less grunts. It's like 40K, but Star Wars.
So, Dave, how should we get in touch with you then? Because it's made by Reaper, I'm already gonna have to go get a paper route or something. You know? Side job.
Oh no!
I did Uber for a while. That's actually, Uber's pretty interesting.
All I see is a book.
He said
And different miniatures.
for us to hit him up and he'll basically tell you what's going on. It looks like, is it like BattleTech maybe? It kind of looks like BattleTech.
Like Warhammer, or not Warhammer? Shit.
Is he gonna tell me where I can buy them?
Oh man, I can't remember the game now. It used to be on Xbox a long time ago. But no, I see what it is. They're actually relatively cheap on Amazon.
Yeah.
Like less than $10.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, I'd say the ones I was seeing was like $5 and $6 off eBay.
Mm-hmm.
For
The figures.
oh, that's cheap.
Yeah, but that's just for one. So I can't go just one.
Well, but God,
Here's a $50 gift card.
honey, yes. Electric company called. They're going to shut us off. Well, that's okay. There's a sale at Walmart on these figures. No.
Oh man, I can't remember the game now. I used to play it all. Mech Assault. It's like Mech Assault or Mech Warrior.
Oh, okay, yeah. I like the way Dave said that. You got a good point. Sanding the paint off each other because you have all those little dots you have to color in. I mean, it could take forever to destroy another mech. It should be a little quicker.
Oh, it's like BattleTech.
No, you would like it because A, it's Reapers, and B, it's made by Reapers, so you're going to like it.
I'll paint them.
Well, he said, see, basically BattleTech, you shoot and it takes forever to whittle away.
That's a
something.
bad.
Yeah, I found them on
Is that those?
Amazon. They're just individuals, but
And Amazon, I get free shipping on. So I use Amazon for quite a bit of stuff in my area just because I don't like the hassle of going in the store. And
Yeah.
if you have allergies and sneeze, then people run screaming and panicking, and it's like it's funny, but it's just a pain. So I pretty much try to order most of my stuff, except the hobby store is still open, so we go to him when we can. But I noticed he has a lot of, at least ours does, he has a lot of trouble getting some things. So I've actually found it cheaper. So for instance, I bought one thing that was almost $20 cheaper than getting it at the hobby store. So it saved me money on some things. But then like that Indominus box, he charges full retail. So but it was still cheaper what they were selling on Amazon for by $50, $60 because on Amazon they were just gouging it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's usually more expensive on Amazon. Yeah, I kind of noticed some things are and some things aren't. They tend to have stock when other people don't. Huh?
Oh, those cards for Jaden. That big card of the Stoog.
Yeah. Where is that, by the way?
In her box.
Yeah, but that was only like $3 or some crazy thing.
Rich wanted.
It was a custom card. The bear. What is it? It had something to do with War of the Bear or something like that.
That was mine, not hers.
Oh. So look at this card, Tommy. Look how big this is, and Dave. For tanks. See this? Look at the size of this sucker.
What in the world?
I can hold it between two hands. It's a collector card, a Stoog one. Whoops, I guess it helped. And then look at the artwork on it.
That's pretty neat.
So,
Here.
Yeah, that's a big card because you look at the regular cards. See?
Yeah.
Pull it back some.
Yeah, it's. So some things are cool, but it's just like anywhere. Sometimes you can get a good deal, sometimes you can't. The one upside to Amazon, well, I'd say too for me is in my area. I almost get everything either the next day or 2 days. It doesn't take too long. I get the free shipping anyways because there's certain things my mom needs that I order for her every month on. And, what was I going to say? Man, I was thinking of all the things I want to buy and I forgot. But for me, it works out pretty good. Although I go to the hobby store to try to buy the paints from them, which are cheaper at the hobby store than online most of the time, and the brushes and things like that. So just get what you can where you can. I guess right now, in this day and age, some of it is really hard to come by. Yeah, that's a promo card. And then there was one for War. What?
No, it's Team Yankee. Where's my bag?
It's Team Yankee one, right?
No.
Or it's in the Team Yankee?
Tank still. But it was a different. Where's mine?
Hold on a second. She's looking in her giant suitcase.
I can't remember where I stuck it. There it is.
Which one is that?
Okay. So it came with those.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So this was for tanks.
And these.
Yeah, and we got this for $8.
ISU 152. Oh, both of them. It was a sub 2.
It was for the ISU 152s. But so, Tommy, it came with these double-sided cutouts in like a little mini terrain pack that's a promo. And it was something for the bear. It said bear on there, Ashley. Something they did, and that's another giant promo card.
I don't remember now.
For the for the ISU 52.
Huh.
But you'd have to look it up. It said something Operation Bear, War of the Bear. Anyways, it was Russian tanks with the bear, so she got it. And all these pieces were that you can lay down and game with. Plus, the cards was like $8.
Not bad.
And somebody just selling the extra promo stuff, but you couldn't find it in the store, so it's kind of interesting. My problem is I gotta try to finish off this Warhammer stuff, and then I'd like to finish up my Team Yankee stuff too. So, one thing at a time.
So who's all still here?
It is Dave is still here, and Tommy. And me, you.
So that's it, just the 4 of us.
Well, my wallet has ran away. It's hiding somewhere.
It's okay, I got the credit card.
Shrink.
Yep. It makes it interesting that way. But The motorcycle guys are starting to come along somewhat, Tommy.
Yeah, I just got to touch up the faces. I think I actually have to do that face. Is that the one with the helmet off?
Yeah, they're the Marines. It's kind of hard with.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, I did come with the acrylic counters.
I got to put the decals on them, which I'm afraid to do because I've never done it. Oh, but check this out. He keeps an eye on them all. There's actually, aha! There you go. And
Oh, I also got Kylo Ren too.
Give me back
I
my
can't reach him.
blood
Oh.
angel.
You know that I heard that company is no longer making, is no longer a thing anymore. Funko.
They've been around forever. They're no longer.
Yeah, they said they are closing shop after 22 years. I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah, that's too bad. Well, Dave, some of these are. If this camera were better, like this Judicator that she painted, come out really nice. If I can.
That's pretty neat. I like that. See, I might
Well,
go with Tau. I keep thinking about going with Tau. They seem pretty fun.
I think you'd be pretty good with them from a little bit I've read, but because Clint gave me oddball Space Marines, but never enough to have a set to do anything, it was just like extra things he had. So now I've got a set. Now I've got a force I can deploy. And
Yeah.
just like with that Flames of War box, I traded the Necrons for it. Did I show you, Tommy? I think I showed you.
Yes.
Yeah. So now I've got a set force. I have the Flames of War rule book, so why not? You can use tanks, the Gale Force 9 tanks in the Flames of War. It's the same vehicles.
Yeah.
As long as you got the cards or something. Pardon my dog barking.
She's in the room.
Oh.
Stop.
Yeah, you may hear the dog, so. But then again, it is. Hey, babe.
Mm.
Could you grab me that?
Yeah.
On the fridge. And so, but little things clutter my desk here too, Tommy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, 99-cent store. But it's an official Star Wars one, and normally they're a couple bucks. It's pretty heavy. And then this is what Stephanie made me, a Minecraft sword, dude.
Oh, that's neat.
She
One
did
of
it
those,
with, this is what she did with a 3D pen.
oh yeah.
So I've kept that. I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, I try to keep myself surrounded with a little bit of game stuff.
Cooper.
Oh, Dave says that it's a fake story. If you click on that link, then
I figured. I'm like,
Yeah.
why is a company like that? That company is probably making billions because it all the people
they've been
love
around
those things.
long enough. They're making money. Yeah. We could one time, Dave, if you want, and you could do it too, is we could all get together and just show off everything we've all painted and take turns. That might be fun.
Babe, but it's going to take an hour just to go through all my stuff.
Oh, now we're getting cocky, huh? Okay. Yeah. See, I like you did some camo to that. Some guys had put some netting, and I think I told you before, these little tiny brass rods, I cut them look like shell casings that they glued to the
We
side
have
of the
some of that
tanks.
somewhere.
Not
Oh, there
that,
it is.
not
Yes.
that tiny small.
That's the one I did with
This stuff.
my Leopard 2. I took medical gauze and
Right?
it worked.
No, I was using that for antennas.
Oh, okay.
Going to try to put antennas on.
Yeah, I did that too. I got some thin wire, and I was able to make shell casings
Okay.
on top of it.
I know.
They're just a pain in the ass to glue on there.
That's what I hear.
Wait, they make a game?
What?
Finko.
Okay, Dave. What game? Now you've got Ashley interested in what game does Funko make? Please don't say it has Russian tanks, or I'm screwed.
Anything but Russian tanks.
No, she's diehard Soviet gamer, so it doesn't matter what one, because she likes bears, so she went with the Soviets. And the Soviets are pretty formidable. I mean, you know.
They should make a Metro tabletop game.
Yeah, I still gotta get the Pancheco Bears. And Yuri's Wolves, too.
Yeah.
I already have 4 choppers. What's 2 more?
Yeah, but you have the Hind. Those are
and
nasty.
what's 2 more?
Hinds are ridiculous.
What is 2 more? I don't know.
I can.
Why can't the
Do
Germans
6.
have?
No.
Why can't the Germans
I can
have a
build
transport
6.
helicopter?
Do you see that paw up against that Hind? I was like, yeah, it's just going to get smacked. But that paw is fast, maneuverable, and designed to fly in between buildings, shoot at tanks, and leave.
That'd be kind of cool.
See, I want to get rid of my paws. I don't like my paws.
Oh,
After putting them together, I'm like, I don't want it.
you could sell them, or trade them off for something else.
That's what I might do.
So Dave has a lot of Soviets as well.
Red leaf.
We definitely gotta get a game in. Because between you and Tommy and then me and Dave, oh, you guys would be screwed.
No, well, how?
I'm gonna sit back and snipe.
You better be good then, Tommy, if you leave me out there for cannon fodder.
I thought about getting.
Remember, I have those Arties you bought me.
I didn't buy you artillery.
Yes,
did I?
you did.
What?
For our anniversary.
The carnations.
That's right, I did. But I bought them for you to use again. Not me, though. Yep, that's right. You haven't put those together yet.
They're built. They're just not painted.
Unpainted.
So she can field them, but they're just not painted.
And I can move and shoot on top of just sitting and shooting.
Just no.
You're screwed.
No.
Maybe I'll go to the hobby store and buy those little tiny miniature bottles of booze you get for dollhouses, and I'll scatter that on the train. And when her troops stop to pick them up, I'll ambush them. Otherwise, I'm not going to get little bottles of vodka.
Get a train car that says free vodka on the side of it.
Uh-oh. You're not supposed to look at me like that on camera. People can see.
No T80s.
Dang, he has more than I do.
Have you seen the T80 yet?
I got 8 T72s, but I don't have 18 64s.
They are
ridiculous.
Lord.
Did you see what Dave put there? Tommy?
I don't want to play anybody that's Soviet.
He says he has 18 T64s.
And he can field them.
8 T72s and so on. Oof.
I've got 5 Leopard 2s.
Yeah, medic.
2 Leopard 1s. 2 Paws. 5 Mortars. Panzer Grenadier platoon.
Hey, nothing else is coming up over on.
And she has Hinds. And just walk in and
Hinds.
take away the Panzer Grenadiers. What?
That's it. That's all you got to field is Hinds.
I can't hear you. What?
Nothing else is popping up, just your comments.
I noticed that on YouTube. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. It's just showing my comments now. Before it was showing. Well, I wonder if he was watching it on YouTube, and that's how. I know that's where Modeling for Advantage was.
That's where David was, too.
And those are some cool guys across the pond, so they say, across the pond. They're pretty cool, though. Far more knowledgeable about the Flames of War part. Boy, yeah.
So I wonder if that's not going in the group then.
Oh, you have 2 Heinz, Dave, and BMPs. See, I have
I have
Leopard
1
2s.
BMP. I have 4 Heinz. I have 3 Storms.
I have a feeling I'm not going to like anybody that plays Soviet.
We could, with technology and cameras,
Leopards don't
we could still
belong
do
with
it.
the Russians. What is wrong with you?
No, you're talking to Dave?
Yeah.
Maybe he's also incorporated those too.
Maybe
Wait, we did a land lease with the Soviets back then, but
No,
in
it's
World War
only the
II.
Americans.
Sadly, East Germans can use Russian tanks and Russian equipment because they are Russian.
Yeah.
The Americans have some, and
Wait a minute. If I buy a bunch of East German stuff,
British.
then I can fight myself, Tommy. And Dave, is that considered cheating if I put 2 armies out and no matter who wins, I win?
No.
No. There. He says he has 3 armies. Sorry. You only have 1.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, he has German, Soviet. Well, technically, we have Josh's. He has a lot of the British.
Yeah, but this is Team Yankees talking about. You're talking about
that's tanks.
tanks.
Here's what I don't get. So,
Yes,
the
my
Leopard
one
1
can wipe yours out.
Leopard 1 uses a 105 millimeter 07 gun, and it still has a 40 range compared to the Leopard 2 that has a 120 millimeter L44 gun with a 40 range. One's a higher caliber. Wouldn't it have more range?
It's got a bigger punch.
Yeah.
Maybe it depends. I don't know.
No, they still got the same rate of fire. Well,
Uh,
Leopard 1 has
well,
2.
the Leopard 2, though, has better stats. I mean, but a lot depends on how the dice roll, man. That's cool, Dave, that you got 3 armies. You got, Soviet, German, and U.S. And I hear tons of people talking about the Iraqi stuff and oil wars and all that. So they're kind of going that way, too.
I wonder if I don't think I got my friend's Merkava card. I wish I had his Merkava card. Merkavas are nice. They got some good armor, but they got no range whatsoever. Range or movement.
Well, what's their purpose? Is they get in close and fight, or?
I want to say they got a defensive purpose, honestly.
If they're just defense, they don't really need to move. They just need to be armored up and stay in the area.
That's what well, they're more of an urban combat tank, in my opinion.
Oh, okay. So Flames of War is what Dave has, German and U.S. Oh, see what I mean, Dave? Target practice. Ashley types in. We're target practice. See, she gets kind of cocky when it comes to fighting on the table. Yeah. Okay, Dave. Hold on a second.
I'll just do 100-point game. That's it. I don't want anything bigger than 100-point game.
Well, 100 points if it's done right is quite a bit. And then,
I mean, I can only field, 2 Leopard 2s for 22 points?
I have to look back at the book, Tommy. I have been busy with the storm, preparing the house, tried to work, and honestly, I just want to do some more gaming.
I feel you.
Hold on a second. There we go, Dave. We got you.
Yeah. 2 Leopard 2s are 22 points. 3 are 33. So they're 11 points apiece. I got 5, so that makes it 55 points.
55 points. There you go.
Yeah. And see if we can't find Leopard 1s. I think Leopard 1s are cheaper, though. Leopard 1s, 3 Leopard 1s are 9 points.
That sounds about right.
Yeah,
got
they're
a,
a lot cheaper, but they're weaker in comparison to Leopard 2s.
yeah, the Leopard 2s and the Abrams are about the same.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear Dave or?
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'd have to play. I mean, I enjoy putting them together and painting them, and then when I game, it's just more of a personal game.
Yeah, I get more into the
Talking
hobby
smack now,
aspect,
huh?
please, I guess.
Yeah, well, I think it's kind of cool. They took the hobby aspect of something and made and combined it with the game too. So Dave joined us there. Oh, that Kings and Assassins game.
Yeah.
The kids keep asking me to buy one again. No.
It was fun.
Now I have to buy one. So, what did you think of that game there, Dave?
I enjoyed it. Me and the kids played it, 1 or 2 weeks ago. Didn't have a whole lot of time to play it multiple times, but what we saw, we liked. It'll be coming up again.
It's pretty fun. I thought it was cool that Aries sent the game to us. It just makes me feel good because I guess they've been paying attention to the podcast and a few of the other stuff I'm trying to do. So I thought it was pretty cool, and it was a good way to pass it on. I'm just telling you that the granddaughters, when they come over, they're all
kick your butt.
Where's that? Yeah, they had fun though.
Yeah. That it can go either could take a while or.
It didn't,
Actually, I don't even think of that.
it didn't take long. You have 14 moves.
Yeah.
You've got to do it with those cards, man. That's kind of what I liked about it. You had nice looking miniatures, and you had something simple that people could just sit down and didn't have to try to figure out a complicated gaming system.
Exactly.
But yeah, and with the board in it, it kind of draws to board players too. You know what I mean? Board game players, because
And you could take the time and paint the miniatures if you want because they're actually really nice quality.
yeah, that I was surprised actually when I got it, and I was like, wow. And I appreciate you posting the video too, Dave, letting people know that we honestly did that. So I don't want to. I don't know. I was trying to get more involvement, and I wanted to give that away today but there's just not a lot of people on. What you looking at there, Tommy?
I got a
Where is my book, by the way?
It should be in your bag.
It's not in my bag.
I believe so. I have the Team Yankee in mine, so I believe it's in your bag.
We had to move stuff around because stupid damage and crap. Nope.
Other bag or other side?
No, I don't have another side of my bag. It's not fancy like yours.
I thought you did. Maybe I
No,
have it.
this is the
Hold
insert.
on, let me look.
Because you need this too, Tommy. This German insert. A little tiny insert. But, I mean, they're bringing out the German book next year, I guess, so I'm just going to wait.
You sure you don't have it?
Yes, I don't have it.
'Cause I don't either.
Anyways, well, that's not good. I need
Maybe
my
it's in
book.
the box.
Yeah, great.
Flames of War earlier, they
I
changed
had the
it
regular Team
so
Yankee
that it's
one.
got the cards like Team Yankee has now.
Oh, I like the cards. I don't like having to constantly go back and forth between the book.
Yep.
I'd rather just have a card I can glance at the stats on games and do. The book's cool for if you want to read backstories or, like it's got its little backstory from the actual book, but
But it's not handy for play.
no.
Yeah, that's another good thing about Cav. Data
It
card.
might be in the box.
So those come with cards then on that?
Yeah, some of them come with them and some of them you just print off.
Oh, well, as long as you have the card, it doesn't matter. You can get them laminated pretty cheap too.
That's what we did with,
I laminate everything
Vallejo.
myself.
Oh, grab that tank sheet that we got. Do you know where that's at? It was right over. Yeah. So,
These ones?
no, that's the game. The one for tanks. I did this. I don't know if you know about Zvezda. They've been building models for years, right?
No.
So they had a game, a tank game It was called Art of Tactic.
Mhm.
So there's your instructions. I just took it down to Stables. I
Yeah.
said, "Can you laminate this for me?" He goes, "Oh, what for?" And I said, "Because it's your stuff for the game, and it was a nice piece of paper come on, but it just get ruined, and
Yeah.
now it's not going to get ruined." So that's what we did too with. Yeah, that's what I was
That
looking
was
for.
what also came with that promo stuff.
I should send. This came with the promo stuff too, Tommy. The sheet. It's a tank sheet. It's a
Yeah, see,
platoon
that's
roster, right?
everything is laminate it, and then you can use dry erase on it, damage markers and whatnot.
Yep. And it's got.
Something
You
like
can
that.
put 4 tanks. I could send you one piece of paper, copy it.
Uh-huh.
That's all we did, and then laminated it and made 4 of them. But each sheet holds 4 tanks, so it's actually for tournament play. It's the official Gale Force 9 roster sheet, and it says right on there the page may be photocopied for game player use. So you can't resell them, which I wouldn't, but you can. It definitely has spots for your crew cards and your upgrades and what your points are, and then you got a platoon total. So things like that kind of help make it too. Let's see here. What happened to my? There we go.
It was in the room, babe.
What?
Your book. It was in the room.
Oh.
Because remember you're painting your soldiers.
Oh, okay. That's right. Since I work at home, I had to convert like a little something bigger than a closet into working from home space. But yeah, the Leopard 2 book it's pretty good. The new one's coming out. That's the problem. Everything's coming out, new books, new this, new that, and then if you want to upgrade, or you got to, it's kind of like Star Wars. I had heard of X-Wing but didn't get into it, and then Clint says, "Oh, Greg, you got to play," because I was working with Clint, and so I played a game. I thought that's cool. My sons had their own jobs they were doing. They bought stuff. Ashley bought stuff, so we have enough to throw down some X-Wing. And Ash, where's those range markers and rulers that we had? I'll show you guys something. Hold on a minute. But then they decided to upgrade to version 2 when we had just gotten into it. But check this out. I ordered this because we're going to do a game on but look at on the range markers. I don't know if you can see.
Oh yeah.
It says Gamers with Coffee.
That's
That's
awesome.
pretty neat.
I ordered those off Etsy, so all the markers say that. They say Gamers with Coffee on there. So I thought that'd just be fun. And I dropped one. But you gotta have some fun. So I have enough to keep me occupied. But it's like there's no time anymore.
Yep.
So got off of work today, did what I had to do, and I'm sitting here with you guys because I enjoy talking to you guys. And this is kind of cool. At least there's other people out there that game too that understand my addiction. And then there's Ashley. She's wandering around. I'll have to show you her setup sometime. People ask, so we put a little 3-minute video up of her desk, but apparently it's not enough. Some people want to know more, which is interesting. I got people asking me questions, you guys, and then they say, yeah, I want to be there, do this, do that. So I try to do it, and then I don't know if they're leery, or maybe they just don't think we're going to legitimately get on and have some fun. But it'd be interesting to see, too, if there are any of the other ladies in the group, because there's about 700 of them that would be interested in this kind of stuff. There's quite a few women in the group that would be interested to see if they were wanting to do wargaming, because some of them talk like they do, I think. So I'm just trying to get everybody to kind of get together, have some fun. And plus,
That's what it's about.
yeah, that's what it should be about, I don't know. Your desk is a mess. You're in the house, Ashley. Where are you texting from? Another room. That's okay, though. At least she enjoys the hobby. She really likes it. And other than she now wants to get the white Russian officer's hat, to put on just for intimidation before the game. I'm like,
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Well, see, she wanted to just to have fun, get the Russian hat, buy the Russian flag, and put all this up in the background so she could game. And I'm like, yeah, because Clint would come by, and he likes Soviet stuff too, but poor guy, he wore his Soviet coat. He has a World War II Soviet, like uniform coat. He wore to work, and one of the ladies thought he was a Nazi, asked him why he was wearing that. He looked at her and he goes, You're a reporter. This is a Soviet uniform. and the lady was completely thought he was something he was not dressed as. So, yeah. It's interesting, though. Aha!
There
You're
go.
ready, Tommy.
Oh shit!
See, Tommy
I
has
was like,
no
I know we
official
got one
hat.
somewhere.
I didn't even see it.
You should buy that white Russian officer's hat with the emblem.
I'll do it. I'll do it right now.
No, I didn't say to spend money right now.
Don't do it.
What is wrong with you? Fine, I'll do it.
I'll do it.
So,
I use this for airsoft.
airsoft. I am not getting her into airsoft. She will shoot
What
the
about
crap
airsoft?
out of me. For now.
Who said airsoft?
Yeah. That would just be, I would just get pegged when I was walking around the house. Because she asked, can we go paintball? One time, one of her friends told her that she used frozen paintballs on her husband.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Airsoft is much more
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, but don't it sting? I don't know. I would go to the range, but it's not with airsoft stuff. You know what I mean? So they look like they would smart, like you get stung a bit
Yes,
do in
you
the
get
face.
well.
in the face. Oh yeah. I have nothing to lose if I get hit in the face, though, so I'm good.
I would never aim for your face. Maybe your butt.
No. There we go. When you see me in a video leaning over, talking with a high-pitched voice, you know where she shot me.
I would never.
We have a dysfunctional thing, but it works, you guys. Uh-oh, Dave. Are you going to show us something?
I was looking for something. We were talking about paints earlier.
Yeah, see, that looks like Ashley stuff. Hundreds of paint bottles. Actually, you might have a bit more.
Got more in a couple of boxes too. Not enough space to put it all out.
Well, she actually, with income tax, we ordered her a desk, like a,
Oh, damn.
yeah, he has a lot of them.
Yeah, that's about
It's
what
like
my
a
desk
desk that has a built-on side shelves, from China kind of desks. And although it's pretty sturdy it was about $100. But what it did is organize a lot of her stuff. I mean, I don't know how she finds anything. It's so
Leave
crowded.
my
in there,
mess
but
alone.
it's a mess. But she has just enough space to do her painting, and she's got her lights and all that. So it works out pretty good, though, for her. And then what I really need to do, this is going to sound funny maybe, is, you know how all the mats are 3x3s?
Yeah.
I looked up and found, quote, gaming tables that are 4x4. And trying to find a 4 foot by 4 foot table is kind of hard unless you look in the food industry, and then they have them. But that's kind of what we want to do next is get not a fancy one because they get expensive, but get one where when you put the map down, you got a little bit of room around it for your figures or tanks or cards or whatever, as opposed to either the tables or not. Normal tables don't fit the maps very well.
That's what I need to find is a decent map.
Oh, well, before COVID hit, I got this one. A Gale Force 9-1, just your standard tube map, desert one. This was $17 on Amazon.
Oh wow.
With free shipping. Brand new. And a couple of other people had them because they weren't selling them. Now, when the pandemic came about and people started staying at home, things like this went up to like $36. And it was funny because I was like, man, it's $17. There's 4 others at $17. If I would have had the money, I would have bought all 4 of them. Would have been, 4 times $17, $70 or whatever. And they're decent maps, actually. They're not super thick, but they're extremely nicely done. And they roll out and they give you a nice size to play on. And then I have those little terrain houses for them. And I bought those on discount. But see, everything since then a lot of stuff's doubled.
Oh yeah.
Because we're staying at home and they've got us all locked away. So now a lot of your stuff that people weren't buying, they're buying now because they're getting bored.
I'll show you one of my solutions. I'll be right back.
Okay. I got to see that.
Yeah, like I got some maps that I've put on wish list, but they're like a 3 foot by 3 foot or something like that.
Yeah. Now I found a couple places. I should send you the links. They're just regular places and you can buy whatever you want and just upload the photo and then they make the map how you want. Do you want it on a fabric where you can wash it?
Order.
Do you want it? Oh, you should have waited because I asked you to wait because I was looking at something else too. But you ordered the hat.
It was on eBay, not Amazon.
Oh, so because they said not to shop Amazon, you bought it from eBay?
That was the only place I could find it.
So, all right. Well, now
$27.77
she's got a Russian hat coming.
by the 17th.
Okay. Well, then you'll have to show it off. So what you got there, Dave? He's going to show something, actually.
Phone to sit right here. All right. What I did was go to Joanne Fabric and got some green.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like grasslands.
Yeah.
And then some of this brown that's maybe a fall color or even like an alien landscape.
Yeah.
And just put them inside out, sew them together, and then turn it right side out. And
Nice.
you've got a fabric gaming mat that you can wash if you get something on it.
That works pretty good. That's kind of like what I did here. See, Dave?
Yeah.
It looks, see that color there?
Yeah.
I got a whole square yard of it for $1.97 at the store that's in blue.
Yep.
What's
This is the
a
same
good
thing.
size to use, though?
Like
Well-
cigar box, they make mats, but they're fleece. They're like this, cloth, but they're $60-$70 or better.
Yeah. Well, I was just telling Tommy while you were looking for that. That's a good idea, too. Double side and hem it up. Because if you spill something on it or whatever, it gets dirty, you can wash it. And like with this, I've had people ask me, well, how does it work? It works good. A lot of times I just take an iron to it and I iron it out. If it's wrinkled up a little before I game, boom. But there are some beautiful maps that are like mouse pad material.
Yeah, some of those too.
The one that my son ordered from Modiphius, you can't get it anywhere else, but it's for the Call of Arms. It's beautiful double-sided map, but it's about $70. And it's pretty good size. I'll show it to you guys one time. All right, I could show it to you now. It's awesome though. But I'll show you this one here, Dave. You like? We were talking naval warfare, so I had ordered this. Sails of Glory. Well, it's showing upside down. So this is like a nautical map for the warships. And it's pretty nice. Good one, Greg. You tried to open it from the wrong end. It's in a triangular box, though, which is kind of weird. But it protects it while it got shipped.
I'm gonna hop off here.
Okay, Tommy, hold on a second. You can hop off.
All right.
But you got to wait 1 second. Let me show you the color on this. This part of it. It's mouse pad material, right?
Uh-huh.
Let's see.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I like the grid.
It's a grid ocean map, and the camera's not doing it justice. It's phenomenal, and it's straight from Aries. And I ordered that. It was $36, and it's got the official thing on there. And now I got to try to roll it up. Son of a gun.
3x3 or what is it?
No, it's not 3x3. It's like a little longer than 3 feet.
I think that one's like 3.5.
Yeah, it's maybe 27 inches wide or 20. I don't know.
No.
It's not quite 3. Where's my tape measure around here still? Or we're just using it to measure the panels I got to buy for the zoom in now. What is that? Just out of curiosity. I don't know.
I've got one for X-Wing that looks like about that same material.
3 1/3.
Yeah, but how wide is it? It's 27 inches wide. Yep. Yeah,
27 by 29.
I'm sorry. We have 2 Star Wars maps, and they are like this with the mouse pad material.
Yeah.
And they're nice. I like the mouse pad material because it doesn't slide, doesn't move, and you're kind of good to go with it. So, but this map, I mean, it's beautiful. Really, when you put it down, you're like, oh, it doesn't do it even justice. So, but it was hard to get these. These are really hard to find because Aries doesn't make them anymore. So if you happen to find a place that has them, then but here it is. Yep, 27 by 39. So you can join 2 together, it says, to make it longer. Plus they had like coastlines and shoals with forts so that you can put together and it goes around the rim. So the thing but you have to try to sail around and shoot the other guy. And of course the forts, they can shoot you and so on. So it's interesting. It's interesting. And you got to go, you said, Tommy?
Yeah, I'm gonna hop off here for
All
a
right.
while.
Well, have a good night, man. And thanks for coming on.
Take it easy.
Yeah,
Good
take it easy.
talking to you all again.
Yeah, we'll try to do it every Wednesday if it's a good time for you guys. We tried Thursday nights and it didn't seem to work, but Wednesday nights seem to work.
Yeah, Wednesday works for me.
Okay, it's going to be usually Wednesday right around 6 o'clock. We'll try to do it. And eventually I think other people will join when they realize we're serious.
Right.
We're here and we're not
Yeah.
not like some other ones. I mean, just come on and have fun. That's all we're doing. Or in Ashley's case, she's spending.
I only spent 27.
Yep.
Uh,
That's for now. We'll have to see. And then she's going to have to take pictures with her white Russian hat. So, goodbye, Tommy. Thanks for coming on, Dave. You're always welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's nice to talk to you. You have some cool ideas, too. Well, at least I know this service works. it worked pretty well this time. My friend Clint, I don't think it's going to work, him trying to do it from his truck.
Yeah, that was the issue last week, wasn't it, with the Bluetooth?
Yeah. Yeah, it kept interfering, so I kind of pushed him off to the side because it allows you to move the screen over.
Right.
Otherwise, it was just interfering too much with trying to.
Yeah, the audio was echoing.
That echoes. What's your tattoo there, Dave? Can I ask?
Which
I
one?
just see.
I've got
I see
a-
green. What looks like green or light blue run down your arm is. There you go.
that's a snake. Let's see.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Now I can see it.
Yeah, there we go.
Nice. Nice. I just got one little tattoo on my shoulder. Nothing fancy.
I went over the 20 mark and lost count.
I know people that get quite a few of them. I just,
one of them.
yeah, Ashley has several of them, but I kind of, I haven't found anything that, like dragons. I want to do something with dragons, but I don't like the Asian type dragons. I want like a medieval English type of dragon. And I just haven't found something that I kind of wanted to get one that was a dragon and then like a treasure chest with the kids' names in it, like it's guarding the kids. Yeah. That was my idea. And I know it would cost me some money, but I'd have to find somebody that could do kind of what I want to do.
Where are you guys located?
In Iowa. Hiawatha, Iowa. A small little town next to Cedar Rapids, Iowa. But I kind of like that, being off to the side. I don't like being in the city too much.
I think I drove through Iowa. Gosh, it's probably been 10 years ago now.
I used to live in California,
Mhm.
but I escaped that. I mean, I moved. Let me put it that way.
Right.
I would never go back. What people see on TV is not even close to what it was when I left a long time ago, and it's just worse now. So I don't know. I'm just glad I'm out of there. That's a quiet little area over here. Other than I'm in Iowa, and there's an inland hurricane. Can't do much about that. But I'll show you something here. I'll move this camera. See, still got to work on the roof up there. Yeah, that's part of it. It just come out, it broke the trusses, and then down the hallway, the same thing. Had it come through. And then in the kitchen yesterday, because we had another storm since then with 80-mile-an-hour winds, knocked branches down. It knocked a hole in the roof we didn't know about. And so the other day, at 10 o'clock at night, we're getting this massive thunderstorm. And water is just pouring off from the light fixtures and everything in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So now I got to tear all the ceiling out and the fixtures. There's only 2 fixtures, but I got to tear all that out. And that's what I'll be doing tomorrow, pulling the fiberglass out of the ceiling and all that, because I can't afford. I know how to do it anyways. I did construction most of my life, except for the last 4 years. But that's because
save some money.
Well, yeah, they're charging too much too. Like they want more than what's reasonable to do work anymore. So the upside is I know how to do it. The bad side is I'm not doing construction full time because I hurt myself. So I have the knowledge. So I'll put that to use. I just got to figure out how to.
Do you use Twitch at all?
Huh?
Do you use Twitch at all?
No, I've thought about it and I was looking at it, and then the reason I went to Facebook, how can I say this while I'm live on Facebook? I went to Facebook because they didn't have the same restrictions that like YouTube. I've got the YouTube channel,
Right.
but you have to get to 1,000 members before you can start doing mobile streaming.
Right.
Okay. So for us to go to game shows, well, they'll come back around, or do mobile stuff concerning the games. I thought I would try there, but I guess it is I'm not playing Fortnite every day. I'm not playing Call of Duty every day. So it's not a niche. It's not just one game.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So I'll get on and play Call of Duty with anybody if they want, but then I'm going to sit down and play, tanks,
Right.
or Warhammer, or then I might go back and play Minecraft. So it's kind of like this here. I can't do what I want to do with the group and stuff with just a cell phone.
Right.
So it takes multiple cameras. It takes a subscription to this service every month, and it's at the low end. If I want to do more, it costs more. And the podcast I do, which is interesting, I got like 24 followers on Podbean and 10 that have downloaded the app. I paid to have an app made for us. But I've got almost 2,000 downloads. So, I mean, people are listening,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Do you see what I'm saying? We don't just do one game. So it might be difficult to build all that, but my goal first is to meet other gamers, have fun, and game.
Right.
And like you pointed out, this other game that ultimately I'll have to get a second job for. But see, you can introduce Ashley to a different game. And that's the whole thing, man. There you go. He's got a book on it. Ash, are you watching? Oh, she's painting. Yeah, see, so there's the whole thing there. I didn't really know about the game till you mentioned it, just like other people didn't know about some games that I mentioned and so on. So that's one of the oddball goals I personally have. Is a long time I got stuck doing one thing, playing one game, and you miss out. I'm not saying to not do it, but I want to do videos where people could look at it and go, "Hey, like this naval war game. It doesn't sound like fun until you sit and play it. It's a beautiful game, nicely done models, a whole different way of fighting." But until somebody showed me that, I wasn't necessarily thinking of naval war games. So that's the goal. That's why I listed it as. I've had people tell me, "Oh, you can get more subscribers, do this, do that for just one thing." My goal is to get people to join and have fun first. If they like it, they'll stay, or they'll tell other people.
And that's me. I try to, play a few different things and be involved in a few different things without, getting spread too thin, because you only have so many hours in a week or whatever. But
exactly,
it's hard to stick to one game and not get bored, not get burnt out on it. And by having a few different ones, you have a few groups of people you can talk to, and you're exposed to more.
Yeah, it gives you a little variety, and you don't get burned out. You're right. So, like for now, I have enough to keep me busy because it's the games we talked about, and there's a few I'd like to try too, but I have enough right now. And then with the video games coming to tabletop,
Mm-hmm.
the amount of video gamers that I've been seeing on the internet that just absolutely flipped out, didn't know about Call to Arms, and were just blown away. I mean, on my YouTube channel, generally you get, okay, I got 12 views on this or 60 views here. So I put up the one on Elder Scrolls. I think it was 700, 1,000 views. So it depends, So a lot of them didn't know. And then I've talked to people who didn't know, but I got to show people, hey, look, you can play the video game. That's cool. But then you can take a break from the TV and you can also play with your friends. So.
They kind of did the same thing with Fallout too.
Yeah, I have that game there. My boys wanted it. And then they didn't play it so much. But with this Call to Arms, they're nuts. They're wanting her to finish the stuff. They want to throw down a game. They want to do it live. They want to show it off. I'm like, well, it's your money. Well, we could do that if you want, And I mean boys, they're 18 and 19, but they're always going to be my boys. But yeah, that's it. Got to have some fun, man. That other group that came in, that Modeling for Advantage, they were one of the first people to subscribe to us, and I subscribed to them. And those guys are cool, and they know a lot about, Flames of War and that stuff, so I can learn from them. And it's nice that they hop in and say hi. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So that's it, Dave. There's no fancy things. I signed up with Amazon because you can earn 1%.
Right.
the reason I did that, and I've stated it, and it's my goal, is if I could get to where I earn $30 or $40 a month and I can buy a game, I can take the game, demo it, and give it away.
Yep.
And that works for me because I get to play different games, and it works for the members because then somebody who doesn't have it can get it. And I don't care if I pay for the shipping. It's not gonna kill me to pay for shipping. So I have simple goals. That's it.
Yeah, I've been thinking about doing my YouTube channel and making it more about games.
What YouTube channel do you have, Dave? What's it?
Well, I haven't really done anything in, I don't know, probably a year or two now because I was working out of town and didn't have time. But I was doing bushcraft and like survival gear reviews.
See, that will pay off right now because the one thing that people did was a lot of people made fun of those people, quote, preppers. You know who was ready when everything went downhill? People that had.
Right.
So now people are realizing, like, you got all these dehydrated food companies, they can't even keep up with the orders because you have 380 million people in the country, right?
Yep.
If 4 or 5 million figured out they need to stock up, that puts a bind on it right there. So I have seen a lot of emergency stuff being sold, but it's stuff that might be good for you to do, Dave, honestly.
Well, that's
And you custom make things, so I chose gaming because it's something I know about and I have fun with, and you can't talk to anybody about politics these days. It's not like it was before where two people could sit down and discuss and get up and have a beer, a cup of coffee, and be friends. Now, if you have a different idea, you get drug out of a car and beat up, or something gets burned down. So I didn't want to go in that direction because it's just going to be a lot of arguing.
Yep.
But I chose something that's fairly neutral. Plus, the way censorship is these days, have to kind of watch it. I'd have to talk to you sometime separately. There's more things to talk about, but
let's do that. Send me a request or whatever, and then we'll get together privately.
yeah, I would like that. I will. You know what? You sent me the email.
Yeah.
To get the game. When we're done, I will send you my phone number in that email.
Okay.
You can call whenever you want. But so what you're talking about doing, I think especially with what you're making, things you're making, you'll do good. I don't know if I would get rich doing this. My goal is to try to get people together to play and families to get together. I have nothing against the phone. But when you see 2-year-olds at a store, they're gone. They're already programmed. Okay. So games, you got to have some imagination. Even if you're playing Minecraft, it's on the TV, true, but you've got to have some imagination to build things and be creative.
That's kind of what I do with my kids. They of course like the video games. They do Minecraft and Animal Crossing, and
Mm-hmm.
my son, he plays all the shoot 'em up games and whatnot. But we'll take at least once a week or so, and we'll play a board game or a war game or even an RPG, and they absolutely love that. It gets them out of that screen for a minute, gets some creativity going that's their own.
Yeah. See, we're on the same page there. I mean, that's why I created this, because everybody keeps asking, why'd you do it? Why? That is why. It's just to get people involved. And when you spend time with your family or your friends, it's quality time,
Yeah.
And there's a phenomenal amount of stuff going on. Things won't always be this way. So in the meantime, a little bit of fun. I mean, it's all we could do. I'm sitting here talking to you with a busted ceiling, a kitchen that's got to be done, another hole you can't see. And that's why the camera's facing this way, so you can just see a part that's decent enough I could air. But other than that, I don't have much. I have found trying to do what I'm doing, and this kind of goes back to Twitch you were talking about, is I don't know if a show environment, I don't know how much of a show environment. It's good. People have done phenomenally well there playing games. Well, look at, I don't know if you know anything about Disrespect, Dr. Disrespect's channel. He's a huge, huge gamer. But see, these platforms, they can just cut you and for no reason. YouTube.
Phone's about to die on me. I'm going to have to go plug it in.
Well, so Facebook allows me to have a group, and it allows me to advertise a group because every month X amount of money I pay to have the group advertised because to spread the word. Because what happens is when people are in groups, I notice they don't tend to share the groups or share too much in a group. They'll pass around a meme all day long. They'll share it 50 times. So in our group is good, and so far, other than a couple things I had to remove, everybody gets along. Everybody's fairly happy. I get really nice emails. We've gotten compliments. So I just want to keep it family friendly, fun. Don't want to violate no rules or anything, and take it from there. If it can make a living off it, sure. Who wouldn't want to? Is that my goal? My goal is to get people out, just like we were talking about, because I've already got a job. But if I could get enough monthly coming in to get a game, I'd be okay with that. Otherwise, I can't do just a straight streaming show. So I have multiple cameras I'll have set up when I use OBS. And when we do the games, and then of course, some services let you do some things, but not there's not one that does everything.
Right.
And then you find out how some of these other people are doing stuff as well. They got a $4,000 computer and all this other stuff. So.
Yeah, with that Cav game I was talking about, John, he's the guy who runs the game and makes all the content for it and makes all the new models and whatnot. But he started a Twitch channel a month ago, maybe.
Yeah.
But it's really nice. He like night a week he'll build terrain and can show you a bunch of terrain secrets and how to do this and how to do
that's
that.
cool.
And like tonight, he's going to be talking, different aspects of the rules. But this past weekend, they, with all the COVID stuff going on, they couldn't have the convention this year, so they did a virtual one on Twitch. And people attended and they gave things away, and it was a lot of fun. But I see what you're saying, though. It's good for them because it's a singular game. It's not, varied.
Well, this is like. My channel, our channel is going to cover everything from, like I did a review on the camera. I had switched jobs just before I started. So what I did is I took my paid time off from the job before. I moved over and that's
Careful
nice.
the sides, you're so low wet. At the top!
Well, then why would you give me something you just painted?
I don't want that to come
Oh,
off.
that's a book. Cool. Goofball. So I took that and I bought myself a nice camera. I got a Canon EOS M50 that took my money, but see, it didn't come out of my quote paycheck, so it didn't interfere with my bills.
Right.
So, and this is it here.
Oh,
It's very nice. The screen will flip out, and it will turn over.
Mm-hmm.
And although, like, I wanted to get a lens to shoot up close detail on the miniatures, that's like $900. So this is about the fanciest thing I've got. So I'm not rich. I picked this up because looking at it, it'll do all sorts of everything. But then again, none of them want to hook up to a laptop to use as a camera without an Elgato stick. And so I broke down and bought one of those. Those things get super hot. And I can't figure out how to get all the lettering that's on the screen, on the little screen on the camera, to not show up.
Mm-hmm.
Do this. So some of the videos I've done with this. So I covered this. So what I'm getting at, I guess, is it isn't just one game. This is the camera we use. Here's a microphone you might need. Here's paint brushes. Here's some paints. We're going to do this video on building train, this video on painting train. This video we're playing Minecraft in the members realm. See? So it's kind of everything to do with the gaming.
Yeah.
So I did look at Twitch, but I just don't know. I don't know. A lot of its fan base is
Right.
geared towards video gaming and a younger generation. Although mine's just a matter of, I've started with 2 people, so now we have going towards 1,400 members. So that's not bad,
Not at
in
all.
my opinion. And I don't know, I'm going to game anyway, so I may as well do something like this. I wouldn't be able to meet people like you if I didn't do something like this, and
Exactly.
so it's cool. And I'm glad you guys enjoy the game. And again, I can't thank you enough for posting a video up, because then people know that we held up our word, and that means a lot. So it's too bad you weren't closer. I could get some other gaming in, but try the naval stuff here and there if you want. It's quite interesting. Different.
I've done a little bit of naval stuff. I'd like to get back into more of that, or even like a space naval type game, like with frigates and battleships and all that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, did you see where they released Battlestar Galactica?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Ares Games puts that out too, and that's one of the sets I might get, just because I grew up watching Battlestar Galactica. It was part of, you watch that, you watch Dukes of Hazzard, and you watch Little House on the Prairie, and that's what happens when you're 102 like me. So I don't know. It's a crazy world. Got to have some fun sometimes. But I'll send you my phone number.
Yeah, I won't have to pop off here, but send that over to me. Just let me know, round about what kind of schedule you have, so I know when you're free, and I'll give you a ring.
Yeah, and I guess I'll try doing the giveaway again. I was wanting to get a couple people in here, and but didn't quite. It worked out a little bit, I guess, but not enough.
It'll happen.
Yeah, it will. I have confidence, and I believe in the group. We have a lot of good people in here. I haven't found any, quote, bad people. So, and if I do, they won't be there very long, because we'll keep it straight up a good group. But thanks, Dave, for showing up, man. And you have a good night, and give me a couple minutes, then check your email. Okay?
Good.
It takes me a minute to shut all this off. All right, man. Have a good day.